I think it takes ego to take something from 0 to 1, 0 to 3. I think it takes a lot of humility to build a team and to take something from 3 to 10 and above. We see some unicorns that do it, ego all the way through, and it just crazy, burns bridges and relationships along the way. And I might be wrong. If I am, please correct me. Go to thedealpodcast.com and share your thoughts there. But for the model itself, you have seen, people come in, a GP will come in, and they have to evaluate what they think the business is going to worth in the future.
Right.
How in the world do they do that when looking at maybe something that is just starting to get revenue? So we don't have 3 years financials. We don't have a pass. All we know is that they're starting to gain traction today. How do we know what it's worth? Because they're willing to put money in it.
A lot of times it's the industry. A lot of the times it's their knowledge of that particular business area, et cetera.
Yep.
A good example, I've seen some come in with, you said, a 3-year book of business. How one that's been in business 40 years. It's just a mom and pop, never went beyond this certain level. But there was a businessman that came around and was like, man, this is a seed that I can plant, and this tree is going to grow like an oak tree in South Louisiana. Why don't I do this? And it's like they were able to see that and just go from there. And a good example, we're of that age. I think most of the people in this room, World Wide Web wasn't a big thing when we were in college, right?
Right.
So I know when I got out of college, I learned Microsoft because it wasn't in college at the time. So that's a good example of, and a good example, we're of that age. I think most of the people in this room, World Wide Web wasn't a big thing when we were in college, right?
Right.
So I know when I got out of college, I learned Microsoft because it wasn't in college at the time. So that's a good example of, this is something in business you'd have never learned and you never thought of. And it just took off.
Right.